And police are saying this kid is a really big guy. We're talking more than 6 feet tall, more than 200 pounds. This attack, it was so brutal, so gruesome, and police are considering charging him as an adult. In walks Terry Berger Smith, set to face a judge for rape. The details are just brutal, and Smith is 14 years old.
When you hear about a sexual battery, it's already disturbing, and then when you add in the fact that the suspect is 14 years old, it just makes it that much more disturbing.
Hollywood police arresting the teen, who may now be charged as an adult. His father appearing virtually in court, asking the judge for help.
My son is 14 years old, and the local news is just, showing his picture and just, is there anything that can be done about that?
But Hollywood police released those pictures, asking the public for help to identify a rapist. Detectives say the teen sexually battered a woman as she was walking to work. This was off South Park Road, right near Hollywood Boulevard, around 4 a.m. Friday, sending shockwaves through the area.
We've been very uneasy, in the neighborhood.
As word got around and pictures kept spreading, police were led to Berger Smith, executing a warrant.
We're all happy and thankful that they did catch the guy, because now we can kind of have some reassurance.
While I can't really talk about the investigative techniques that went into this, I can say that this was just really good police work. And we also have to thank the public, because it was in part with the public where they were able to provide our detectives some surveillance videos.
So again, this young man is in custody. He's going to be remaining in custody until his next court date, which is a little bit later.
Hello everyone, it's your sister Roland, and all I need is a few minutes to talk about this very disturbing story coming out of Hollywood, Florida. It happened last week Friday, and allegedly this 14-year-old is being accused of doing a very heinous and disgusting crime. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. 4 a.m. Around 4 a.m., 3 a.m., whatever, 2 a.m., 12 a.m. for this young man to be allegedly roaming the streets doesn't make any sense. And then, because you heard they had, when the crime was reported to the police, they put out the picture of the suspect, because obviously it looked like a camera captured his face. And they did not know it was a 14-year-old, because he's a very big young man. He's very tall and he's very big. So he's like over 6 foot and over 200 pounds. So if you don't know the person, you would think that it was an adult. That's why they put the picture out there. And plus, because of the nature of the crime, how violent it was, that's why they put it out, because they needed to get this person off of the street. And of course, with the public's help and with the detectives, thank goodness, the work that they put into, they found out, and shocking to say the least, it was a 14-year-old. And if you go on WPLG, this boy is sitting down like, seriously, I'm not going to be able to do this no more. Seriously, I'm going to have to leave my Xbox, PlayStation. Like, he doesn't care. I'm serious. Go and watch WPLG. The demeanor of this young man, like, he does not care. He's nonchalant. Like, this is a serious thing that he did. But he doesn't see that. He doesn't show remorse. Nothing like that. Like it's nothing like he got in trouble in the principal's office for being rude to the teacher. That's the way he is sitting. Because they just gonna put you in CSI, or maybe depending on the nature, maybe suspend you for 1 day. That's the way he was sitting, not knowing that literally he has changed his life. Not only his father, and then his father, because his father have questions for the judge. We have questions for you. We the people have questions for you, Mr. Robert Smith. Why you have a 14-year-old who walk roaming the streets early in the morning and you don't know where he is? Why is he even roaming the streets in the first place? Even if maybe you discovered he was missing, why is he roaming the streets in the first place? And went to change the life of this lady that was trying to make a living. Waking up early in the morning to go try to make a living, and then her life will never be the same. You have literally, allegedly raised a career criminal. This boy, when you have failed this young man, and you have questions for the media. Oh, they showing you his face. Why they doing that? Is there something that can be done? No, there was a reason why they chose to do that, because of the nature of the crime, and then the age, and then the way he's is different. I guess it's different circumstances, different factors that made them, put his picture out there. Just like the other day, it was a young boy in Texas that she had a picture of some weapons, and he showed it to his friend, and I guess the friend showed it to the dad, and dad contacted the police and say he was gonna do some stuff on a water day. They showed that little boy face. Because I think it's a lot. If you don't know, it's a lot of children, young boys, young girls are committing a lot of crimes. Yes, they don't show their faces and stuff like that. They don't put their name on that, but it's so much. I think people just are tired. It's a lot. People are just tired. The law enforcement is ridiculous. It's getting very ridiculous. This is not the time for the dad to, be concerned about this. Only concern he had, maybe he did, because, this is the news. Of course, they're going to put out, he probably said a lot of stuff, but they're going to put out that. But that's not even something he should have said at all. Even though he may have apologized for his son, say he didn't raise him that way. But that's the thing. The clip that was put out there is you asking the judge is something that could be done about your picture of your son being showed out in the media, in the world. So that's your only concern. That was one of your many concerns, but that shouldn't have been a concern. Your concern is what have I done? What was I doing to raise this child? To be this in this manner? To the fact that he is going around putting hands on women and then having relations with them against their will. What was I doing? Because sometimes, in some cases, I don't know, I didn't see a mom come out yet. I'm not sure where his mother is, but sometimes if he has custody of the mom because of a divorce or maybe a death, I don't know. But sometimes when it's a father that may be raising a child by themselves, and it's a boy or maybe it's a girl, sometimes the way they talk about the opposite sex, it may build disdain for the opposite sex. Not even disdain, even hatred, to go far. Not saying that this was the case, but it may have been. And this is something the police should investigate that too. This doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense for a 14-year-old to go and put in your mind you're going to roam the streets and go and have relations with people against their will and put hands on them. This doesn't make any sense. This does not make any sense. This is so disturbing. This is one of the most disturbing cases ever. And it's probably going to be more. It's probably been before. But 14-year-olds usually don't do this kind of stuff. Something is going on. I'm not trying to take the blame away from him, because at the end of the day, he knows right from wrong. If you know right from wrong, you can choose to do right, you can choose to do wrong. Just as you do wrong, you can choose to do right too. So he could choose to do the right thing. Even if it was an urge, something telling you in your head, whatever it may be, you could have did right. But it's the dad. It's the dad for me. Or what can be done? What could you have done? And now you ask him, now what other help did he ask? This doesn't make any sense. And as this young man decided to do these crimes, I don't believe there's no level of incarceration therapy that can help this young man. Some stuff only Jesus can help you, and that's and you have to want Jesus to help you. Jesus is not going to impose himself on you. But this is disturbing, to say the least. This is a disturbing story, and it doesn't make any sense. And I believe, after they put his picture up there, his actual picture and his demeanor in the courtroom, somebody else came along and said he allegedly tried to do it to her too, but she got away because she put hands on him too. So we don't know how many times he has done this, but he has done this several times, because the way he did it, the police station was a block away from where he did. That's a very bold thing to do, for the police to be around the block. That's it. So he's gotten emboldened because he had done it before, allegedly. Anyway, so we'll see how this case turns out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.